Hello, I'm Superintendent Mike McFarland, coming to you from inside of one of our schools here in Crowley ISD. You see, these buildings have been empty for more than 4 months, and we miss seeing you here. Our schools and our classrooms, they were designed to be filled with students and staff learning and growing together. But the COVID-19 pandemic has forced all of us to redesign and reimagine how we do everything. I want to thank everyone for stepping up and for finishing the school year strong. I am proud of the entire Crowley ISD family, and you should be proud of them as well. We have accomplished many things in a very uncertain situation this year, and we've accomplished those things as a unified team. You know, this week, we witnessed the accomplishments of more than 1,000 high school seniors who walked across the stage to receive their diplomas. Both graduation ceremonies were outstanding. They were a success. We social distanced, we wore face coverings, and we took temperatures. We took all the necessary safety precautions. But most importantly, we celebrated. This was a difficult year for the class of 2020, but we sent them out into the next chapter of their life with a bang. And as we wrap up one school year and we plan for the next, I want you to know that we hear you, we see you, we feel you, and we are listening. Parents, I want you to understand, we are listening to health officials. Staff, I want you to know we are listening to our Texas Education Agency. We're listening to the CDC. We're listening to all of these agencies who are helping us to make decisions. And more importantly, we are listening to you. You know, more than 5,000 people within our Crowley ISD family completed our Safe Return to School survey. And hundreds of people joined us for the Project 813 online town hall meeting, where we heard from a panel of experts about the steps we must take to safely return to school on August 13th. See, our Project 813 team is really focused on how do we make sure that on 813 we have a safe and effective opening of school. We're focused on that. What we do know is that our return to school will look different. And I want you to know that we hear you, we hear your questions and concerns about returning. As a parent, I share your concerns. As a former teacher, I share your concerns, teachers. As a coach and a principal, I share your concerns. And as a superintendent, as your superintendent, I share your concerns. And right now, I wish I could tell you we had a well thought out major master plan, but we don't. And there are many answers that we don't have, but we do have the start of some plans that we believe that by July we'll be able to implement. But it's evident from our survey and town hall meeting that many of the parents are not ready to send your children back to school in a face-to-face setting yet. One answer I can give you today is that Crowley ISD, we will be providing both an online option, a virtual option, and an in-person option or a face-to-face option for students next school year. So we have a team of educators working on both of these options, and they'll be working throughout the summer to develop an engaging at-home learning system that will really motivate kids and motivate students and really help you as a parent to help them. We will be helping students to thrive. We will have more information about this option in the next weeks ahead. It's also evident that many of our families, almost 80%, 85% of the families, are ready for their children to return to school, and we're ready to see them. We're ready for the engaging learnings and to hear these halls filled with laughter and learning. And so what we're doing is we're preparing to safely open the schools for these students on August 13th. Now we know that we'll have new guidelines for social distancing and face coverings and temperature checks, and even more as we take every precaution we can to keep our students and staff safe and healthy. Now for our staff, I know that many of you are worried about returning to work. Rightfully so. Education has changed, possibly forever, and we must change for our students. There are some of our employees who are in the higher risk categories defined by the CDC. We recognize that, we understand that. We are making plans for how we can interface with you and how you can continue to work with Crowley ISD and stay safe. Safety is our number one priority. So we want you staff to watch for guidelines on how we'll make sure that if your desire is to work in a virtual environment, how that will actually happen. Guidelines will be coming out soon from our Human Resource Department. We are so excited to welcome our students back on 8/13, both our virtual students as well as our face-to-face students. We're excited about that. We're preparing for that. We know that it'll take time, but we're working hard to do that. The thing that we realize in Crowley ISD is that when we talk about Crowley Pride Unified, it means that when we unify and we work together, we can get through anything. This situation is no different. We must have patience and flexibility with each other. We must extend grace and mercy to each other. And we must know that as new information becomes available for us, we will be making decisions based on that information. Again, I commit to following the recommendations of the health officials and understanding that we will continue to wear face coverings, and we encourage you to wear face coverings as you go out in public. But again, trust that the Crowley ISD team, we're working on your behalf. We're working to make sure our students are safe, that they're healthy, and they are able to return to our buildings if they choose to on August 13th. Thank you very much, Crowley ISD family. Thank you, Crowley ISD team, for the awesome work that you've provided this year. And we are looking forward to really launching on 8/13 another great year for Crowley ISD.